Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives. We present stories from our folk tales and lessons in history which are anchored on moral values. Over the last few episodes, we have picked several such topics and presented them as short stories. Today I have picked up a beautiful story from the epic Mahabharata. We all know that the epic of Mahabharata talks about a war between two groups. One group is the Kauravas and the other group is the Pandavas. Today's story is about a great warrior called Karna who was made the king by Duryodhan, the eldest of the Kauravas, by gifting him a kingdom. The strength of Karna was his bravery, his skills in archery, his skills as a warrior, and at the same time he was known to be the greatest of givers in that time. So he did not return back anyone who came to his doorsteps asking for something. He hadn't encountered a situation where he could not fulfill the ask of the person who came to his doorsteps. He was extremely proud of this particular achievement, apart from being a great warrior. He was blessed at the time of birth to be invincible as long as he has the armor and the earrings. He was born with that armor and the earrings. He was a magical child. In the Mahabharata war, the Pandavas knew that Karna is invincible. So they created a plot where the sense of pride that Karna was holding about being the greatest givers of their times was exploited. He was generous. Certainly he was generous. He had given away many things. This act of generosity was exploited in this particular story. How did it get exploited? Lord Indra was persuaded to come and ask for the armor and the pair of earrings from Karna. However, Lord Surya, the sun god, had come in Karna's dreams and warned him of such an incident which is going to happen. However, Karna was very particular of protecting his reputation of being the greatest giver. He did not care about his own life. He did not care about being susceptible to attacks from his adversaries. He knew that the armor and the pair of earrings are the secret weapon that he had, but he did not mind giving them away just because he wanted to hold his reputation as the most generous person of his time. And we all know that what happened after Indra took away the armor and the pair of earrings from him, then he became susceptible, he became weak, and in the war with Arjuna, he lost his life. So what does this story tell us? I think there are two teachings in this story. One, of being generous. That it's a good thing to be generous. You are able to help others. If you are able to help the poor, if you are able to help the underdeveloped, impoverished, then it's a great thing. If you are able to share your wealth, your assets with the others, it's a great thing. You are able to contribute to the development of the community, which has allowed one to become rich or become knowledgeable or have certain privileges which others don't have. It's a great thing. So Karna is kind of a benchmark set for all of us to become generous. We have seen a lot of wealthy people in this world giving away their wealth. We have seen a lot of wise men and women, intelligent people offering their services, wisdom, intelligence free to many people. There are great people in this world who have discovered things, who have invented things, who have brought new ideas. They have spread those ideas very openly and freely in this world. So these are acts of generosity. The second teaching that this story tells us is to be careful about who you are generous with and about what. I think in this example, in this story, Karna could not see this dimension. Why did he have to give away his armor and the pair of earrings to Lord Indra? He knew that he is giving it away to Lord Indra. For what? Lord Indra was anyway invincible. He has a unique weapon, Vajra. Vajra is not given to anyone in the world at that time. So he did not really require the armor and the pair of earrings. Of course, he had the intention of weakening Karna. The illusion of being the greatest giver of his times was so heavy on his head and on his heart that he could not imagine that he would send somebody away from his doorsteps. I think he got exploited in this process. We encounter this in our day-to-day lives. We receive calls, we receive emails, we receive messages asking for help. But many times we do not know that whether the beneficiary is the real beneficiary or not. It's good to be generous. At the same time, it's also important to figure out that who I am being generous with and about what. So Karna did not bother to know that what he is being generous with and with whom. He was being generous to Lord Indra, who possibly wasn't the right person to be generous with. And what he was being generous about? He was being generous about his own part of the body, which almost we can say makes him susceptible to death. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that our young people are able to learn from these stories about being generous and be generous about what and with whom. Thank you very much for watching this. I look forward to our future conversations. Thank you very much.